up, YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Kiki's Convos. I am back with another video. Today, I have a special guest, Miss Aaliyah Pointer. Woo, woo. Okay, so Aaliyah is the twin sister of Alishah Pointer, who was tortured and murdered last November. For those of you that do not know, so Aaliyah and I will be talking a little bit about that and just, checking up on her and see how her family's been doing and see what, life is like after that unfortunate situation. So first things first, Aaliyah, I know you guys call Alicia Tammy. Why do you guys call her Tammy?
See, I asked my mom that, and I asked her, like, where we get those names from, and she just, I don't know, she just said we just started calling each other that. Like, I don't know where I would have gotten that name from, honestly, like, but she just said it was a name that we just started saying, like, and I honestly don't know where I got that name from, but it stuck, like.
How old were you when you started calling her Tammy?
Oops. I can't even remember when we started calling each other. Well, I call her Tammy, but I don't know. It had to been young because it's been our entire lives. Like, it's our lives.
Okay.
She called and I call her Tammy.
She calls you what?
Mimi. That's what everybody know me by. Mimi, like my close friends, but not like, when I'm out there like in an interview or something like that.
I got you. So could you just like tell us what happened? I know that she was kidnapped. She was kidnapped and they, lured her from the house and they tortured her and killed her. And it was in regards to, they think she had information on another homicide that happened. So could you just like walk us through like a little bit about like what happened as far as like maybe the timeline or, anything like that?
So basically the day that it started was maybe November 3rd, maybe 2nd. I don't know. But when that boy died, Amin Jazz Shomo, when he died, it was around November 3rd, maybe, or the 2nd. And apparently when all that happened, they thought that my sister's boyfriend was the one who killed him. Okay. And that's not true.
Did they have an issue? Your sister's ex-boyfriend and what's his name?
Colin.
Colin, yes, but the other boy,
Hakeem Shomo.
No, the boy that they thought Colin killed. What's his name?
Amin Jazz.
Yes. Okay. Did they have like any history of having an issue or anything, or?
No, they don't even know each other. Like, so, and Nate, I don't know if you know, like, when people call somebody they op.
Yeah.
Nate, the one that was a part of all this too, he supposedly was the one who set him up, Amin Jazz up, but kind of blamed Colin for what he really did. But so that's how that started. He put the blame on Colin, and that's when they wanted to get their get backs for what Colin did. But so then going on November 4th, that's when I remember Tammy like telling me like, why is all these people coming in her DM? Like, and then she told me to look at what Colin posted on Instagram, and it was a comment under Nate post, and it basically said like, what did it say? It said, oh, it's gonna be okay, little bros. Make sure to keep y'all heads up. No, come outside more and keep y'all heads up. Okay. So that comment that really got everybody, like, it would at least got Nate in them. Like, so Nate responded, said something. I can't remember. But that's when they pulled him into it and then tried to get him through Alicia or Tammy. Okay. And yeah, so I remember all that happening, and people like was like DMing her, asking her like, why are you talking about Amin Jazz when that never happened? Because I watch my sister's story every single day, and I have her Instagram, so I know what she's posting like. So, but they were putting the blame on her and blame on Colin and all that, acting like she knew where he was or whatnot. But yeah, so past that, going towards the nighttime, that's when my sister was coming back to my house around. And she came to my house and with our friend. And I'm gonna call her Jane Doe 1, like how they described her in the indictments.
Okay.
But Jane Doe 1, our friend, she had dropped Tammy off to our house because they had just like a little situation going on with, you know, just living situations. So she came back to my house.
Okay.
After that, me and my sister just chilling, all that. We was talking about like, you know, why was people like coming in her DM. And so after that, we happened to fall asleep in my bedroom, and I woke up and she wasn't there. So I thought nothing of it. I'm thinking like she probably went back out with Jane Doe 1.
Okay.
Because Jane Doe 1, she left. When she left, after she dropped Tammy off, she was like, she's about to get drunk or whatnot. And mind you, it was our birthday coming up. So, and likes to drink when, like, on occasion. And so I figured like, okay, she probably came back, went out with Jane Doe 1, and they probably just ran around doing whatever, who knows, I don't know. But so I woke up and I texted my sister and I was like, where are you at? And she was like, she's with Jane Doe 1.
And what time was
this? Was at like maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm like, for what? Like, why did you go back out with her? And you didn't tell me that. And she was just basically like, Mimi, it's okay, come outside and have some fun. Like, it's about to be our birthday. And I'm just like, okay, like, what? Come on. Like, we were supposed to spend our birthday here in my house.
Right.
Food and stuff like that. So I'm like,
pregnant, so
yeah.
So like be at home and that makes sense.
Yes, and I'm getting mad at this point because I'm like, bro, why would you go out knowing you're supposed to get some food, like, and eat and chill and up until our birthday and stuff? But so after that, after she texted me, she was like, no, I was like, we were supposed to get some food. And she was like, do you want me to bring you some and stuff like that? I'm like, yeah, stop here, stop there, like at a gas station, get certain stuff. I FaceTime her and she answered the phone, and she was in a car. She was in a car and it was just her holding her phone, like looking up. You know, when somebody's in a car at nighttime, you know, you can see the orange lights coming through the car and stuff like that passing by. So I knew in a car, and I'm like, what are you on your way back? And are you gonna bring some food? And she was like, yeah, what you want? And I told her what I wanted, and I thought it was weird that Jane Doe 1 didn't say a word while I was on the FaceTime call with Tammy, with my sister, like, because she would have usually said something. She would have usually been like, hey, Mimi, we coming, Mimi, or something funny.
Right.
Like, so I thought it was weird that she was like pitch quiet. So after that, I hung up, then I texted her again and my messages was green, like nothing was going through. So I texted Jane Doe 1. And I'm like, is y'all cool? Y'all on your way? She wasn't texting me at all, like, but my messages were still delivering. So I'm calling, blowing up their phones. I'm like, bro, okay, so they probably like drunk or something, you know, and went back to her house, Jane Doe 1's house, and like, you know, crashed out there. And I'm gonna just wait till the morning for her to come back.
Right. Okay. Fair.
So I kept texting them, DMing them, and all that, but I was getting nowhere. Like, so. After that, happened after that. Okay, so the next morning come and it's going on like 10 a.m. and I wake up and I peep like my sister is not here. So she had a hair appointment coming up that day. It's on our birthday.
Right.
It's our birthday now.
Right.
So
the following day is your birthday. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I'm thinking, okay, she probably got dropped off to her hair appointment. And because I know my sister, she's not gonna miss her hair appointment. Like, And so I'm figuring like, okay, yeah, turquoise drop. I said her name.
Jane Doe 1, y'all. Jane Doe.
Sorry. But Jane Doe 1, she I figured like she dropped her off at her appointment and that was it. And then she was gonna catch an Uber back and I'm gonna see her when she come home.
Okay, fair.
So I asked
Maybe not have a car at this point. She didn't have a car.
Nope. Okay. Nope. And so I texted our little sister Kim, and I asked her, "Have you heard from Tammy?" And she was like, "No," but she texted my phone and said that Colin left her down the way, stranded. So I'm like, "What?" Like, I'm about to really call this nigga up and dog him, like,
right?
Because like, what are you doing? Like, come on. So I called him and I'm asking like, Kim just told me you left my sister down the way, stranded. Like, what are y'all doing down there? Like, he didn't have no clue, like, to what I was talking about. And I'm just like, bro, like, you left her down the way, stranded. For what? What was y'all doing?
Right.
He was like, me, I'm not even in Cleveland. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, bruh, like, so what? Why would she say that? And he was like, I don't know. So we were on a phone call. He ended up getting a FaceTime call from her phone, from Tammy's phone. Mm-hmm. So he was like, hold on, this is her calling now. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, everything good, whatever. Right. He called and basically tells me that, Mimi, you need to go to the police, like right now. You need to call 911. And I'm like, what? Like, come on now, what are you talking about? And he was like, I'm not joking. Like, I'm serious. This is not a game. Call 911. I just saw her on the phone in the car crying. I'm like, what, where? Like, and he was like, he don't know, but it looked like somebody was holding her phone. Like, you need to call 911. And I'm like, who was holding her phone? And he was like, he don't know, but it was a dude. And he kept asking her where she at, what's going on. She couldn't say nothing. She was just crying and looking down. And then apparently it was Hakeem Ali Shomo on the phone. He was like, it's your daddy, bitch, and hung up. And excuse my language, but I'm sorry, but that's really what it was.
Yeah. No, that's what was said.
Yeah. And so after that, he hung up and called me and was telling me like, call 911 and stuff. So I'm calling him now, like, and I'm calling my mom and I'm telling her I think Tammy in trouble. Like, I think something going on with Tammy. And so that's when me and my mom, we had to cancel going to the food bank because we was planning on going to a food bank and all. We had to cancel that. And she picked me up and we went straight to EC police because that's where Jane Doe 1 stayed. So we was like, if she was missing somewhere, then we got to go to East Cleveland police.
Right.
That's where she stayed at. Okay. And yeah. So we went over there, made the report and all. They didn't take me serious whatsoever. Like, they thought I was kind of joking. They thought we were just like teenagers who had too much fun, who had too much to drink. She's probably out there with Jane Doe 1 still. And I'm just like, no, like, I know my sister, like, no, she's not going to be saying none of that. And I know what Colin just told me. Like, I'm telling you, Colin just told me that he just saw her on FaceTime. They kept taking me as a joke, like, and I didn't like that at all. But and I was pregnant, so mind you, like, I'm getting heated. Like, my hormones at this point, I don't care if you're a cop, whatever. Like, I'm gonna come at you. Like, my mom kept trying to calm me down and stuff, and I'm just like, no, this is not, no, like, no, you can't calm me down, like, no. So I'm calling Colin, telling him, tell the police right now what you just told me. So he's on FaceTime with the cop that I'm talking to, and he's telling them what he saw. And yeah. So after that, we had to make a report. Like, I had to write a whole report and a statement or whatnot. And so after that, we basically had to go home and just wait. And I'm just like, I know something wrong. Like, my sister is not going to be out this long without texting me or nothing. Her phone is off. I can't see her location no more. Colin can't see her location no more. They unsent her location from him. Like, they stopped sharing it. So he can't see it no more. So I know that's fishy. So I'm like, she's not with who she's supposed to be with. And she's with a man. I don't know who. But so after that, we had to just basically wait. And it came down to November, what date? It was either the 6th or the 7th, the next day or the day after, the next. Basically, we got this photo of my sister with a firearm in her mouth, and it was basically like a threat, and it was saying like, you got 1 hour Colin got 1 hour to turn himself in, or, you know, I don't know if they was gonna do something. I don't know. But so as soon as I got that photo, I don't know why I went live and posted that photo, but I don't know, I just want people to see, like, I'm not playing. Like, I already put a missing post out about my sister being missing, and then this happened. So I want people to see, like, this is what y'all family members are doing to my sister. Like, I know there are people who's watching my page, so it's like, I'm gonna post that and let them know, like, this is what y'all people doing to my sister. Like, no, I need to find her. And so after that, we went straight to the police after that and showed them that photo, and that's when they started basically taking it serious, like, she's in immediate danger and stuff like that. And so we went to like 3 different districts and had to make different reports. But the one district we went to is the district that we had identified everybody that we had found out who was a part of it.
Okay.
And I think it was the 3rd district, but and that's when Jane Doe 1 had to come down.
Okay.
Too. And so I haven't heard from Jane Doe 2 at all. So I don't know what she's up to, but I haven't heard from her. I don't know if she even came in at any moment after we went in, but I just haven't heard from her. So, but Jane Doe 1 has been the main one that I've been at the police with. And so she had to make her little statement and identify people, and she finally gave me names, like, on who was involved. And I skipped a bunch. I definitely did. When Jane Doe 1 told me who was all involved, I called Nate because she told me Nate was involved. She had saw Nate. So I called him up and asked him, where's my sister? Like, I'm trying to play stupid. Like, he was like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I'm like, Nate, you really gonna play stupid with me? Like, come on. So he's clearly lying at this point and stuttering and everything. Like, and so he basically hung up on me after I told him to put it on his dead father that you don't know where my sister at, and he don't play about that. So he couldn't even do that. So he hung up on me. Like, I'm just like, wow. That's when I knew, like, shit was really fucked up. Like, and so fast forward after that, we're at the districts identifying people, just tagging people down. This is that person. Yep, that's that person. That's that person. Basically got all of them. And it was Nate, Nathaniel Polk, Hakeem Alishah Mo, Patria Williams, Destiny Henderson, and there's so many of them. Anthony Bryant, and that's really sad. I'm kind of like all these people, like and Patria. Did I say Patria already?
Yeah, it's, you know what? I actually was just looking at who is it?
Brittany.
Yes, I was looking at the article about it, and I was like, I'm gonna get these. I remember all of these names, and then I just started listening to them. I was like, oh, I couldn't remember who these people are. I know that you had texted Nate, like, you know, as like when you first found out that she was missing, and you knew that she was in trouble. Did you had mentioned that you had called Nate as well after you went to the 3rd district? excuse me, you had went to the 3rd district as well. You called Nate. Did you at any point, like, so before you called him, did these messages happen before you called him? All these messages with Nate?
Nope. Some of the messages started in the beginning when I was on my way to the EC police, because I texted him up like, Nate, there's something wrong with Tammy, because me thinking that's our brother, I'm gonna text you like to, you know, do something, like go out here and do it. And yeah, so in the beginning on my way to EC police, that's when I texted him. And then as I was like going through the like November 5th to the 6th, I think, or 7th, I texted him like, Nate, where's my sister? Because that's when I knew like you had something to do with it, because Jane Doe 1 just told me you were there. And yeah, so what happened after that? Where was we at? 40ish. So that's just my point of view from things. But with Jane Doe 1, she told me her point of view, and basically they when Jane Doe 1 left my house and she was about to go on a date, and with one of her friends, she was about to go on a date, and she picked her friend up, they got some food, got some Arby's, I believe, and went back to her house, Jane Doe 1's house. And after they just parked. They didn't get out the car, nothing. They just parked. And the way her driveway is like set up, it's like a big field. So it's like, it's enough room for a bunch of cars to sit there, because it's like one house, but it's a bunch of different floors. Like it's I don't know what do you call that house? Like a house where it's like one different. Yeah.
Or a cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a grass field for a bunch of cars to be at. So that's where she was at. And they was just sitting there eating. And that's when Hakeem and Destiny came up and ambushed them with guns, and basically was telling them to get out the car, give them their phones, and where is Alicia, and or where is Tammy? They said, where is Tammy? And Jane was telling me like none of them know her like personally, so it's like Nathaniel, he had to put all of them on to Tammy, because they're talking about where's Tammy. Destiny don't know us, Hakeem don't know us, none of them know us except Nate. So it's like,
how did they know where Jane Doe 1's location was? Like, how did they?
Because of Nate, because Nate and her are cool. They're like, all of us are like brothers and sisters.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
So and Nate was the only one who knew that Tammy was staying with her. So that's how they came to her address and trying to look for Tammy. And but yeah, basically they came to her car and had a gun to their heads, took their phones, and basically was asking, where's Tammy? They thought Jane Doe 2, her date, was Tammy, but no. So they still put her in the car though, but in separate cars. That's when they had forced Jane Doe 1 to give them my address. So she gave me my address, and they're driving, and she has a gun in her head. Basically, it was Destiny with a gun in her head and telling her that she needs to like lure her out. And I guess what Jane Doe 1 told me is that she lured her out by saying there's cat litter for her, because we have cats and we just took her cat in that same night. And so I'm figuring like, okay, like my sister would go out and get some cat litter. And yeah, so she came in the car, wasn't no cat litter, came in the car, and I don't know if she knew there was anybody in the back seat at the time, but I think she didn't know, because she would have never FaceTimed me that night when I called her and she answered. She would have never answered like if she knew anybody was in the car in the back. Like no one's gonna have somebody that they're trying to get keep their phone as soon as they get in the car. Like, no. So that's kind of messed up to me, but that's another story. But so after that, that's when they went to 2 different houses, and it was one house was like a trap house, like a bando, like it's not really a house, but it's like a house,
right?
But and yeah, so they went to one house, and that's when I guess they started switching cars or whatever, and she told me that Hakeem was beating on her and was telling her was repeating to her what he was telling her in her DM. So basically, Tammy and Hakeem, they had a conversation before all of this, because he came into her DM asking about like a Minjaz or whatnot. And so she was telling him to get out her DMs and stuff, and telling him to take care of his kids, like going somewhere to take care of your kids. So I know like that adds up, because Jane Doe 1 was telling me that while he was beating her, he was like, "You said go take care of my kids," like beating her, repeating that though as he was beating. And so after that, they got back in the car and went to Patria Williams' house, and that's where basically they stayed at. And Jane Doe 1 told me that they tied her up to a pole. They tied herself to a pole, and they had Tammy and on this bed. They were in the same room though, but before they tied her up to the pole, they were already beating on Tammy, and that's when Jane Doe 1, she told me that she was trying to help her and cover her so she wouldn't get beat on. And that's when Nate took her out the room, and that's when it was just Hakeem and Tammy upstairs in one room, and he's just beating on her. And he was, I don't know what he was doing, like punching her, kicking her, I don't know. But hopefully I find that out when the trial starts and we get all those details and stuff like that. But basically Jane Doe 1 was telling me that as she was downstairs and stuff, she just hears her screaming and just screaming her name and stuff, like. But yeah, that's really sad. And after that, they brought her downstairs, and I don't know when this whole tape over her face came about, but I just know it happened because it was in the indictment that Brittany put tape over her face and threatened her with a syringe. Like, what are you doing with a syringe in your house? Like,
yeah, that's weird. That's not a common household item.
Yes, it's not at all. Like, that, ew. Like, what was in there? Like, come on now. And
what is she planning to do? We know what she planned to do with the syringe? Like,
right. No, like, I don't even know, like, but that's nasty. Like, that just make me look at them as the most dirtiest people ever. Like, I can't, it's embarrassing to say I was even around Nate and Brittany. Like, come on now, what do you have a syringe for? Like, I just keep thinking about that.
That's weird.
And so after that, that's when they let her go. They let Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2 go. And after they let them go, I don't know what they were doing with Tammy at that time, but I don't know. I just know after they let her go, that's when they had got Tammy, forced her into a car, and basically drove her to this abandoned house on Savannah Avenue. And basically they forced her in there, and I'm sorry. Just think about it. Really
it's okay. Hard. I know. I know what happened. They forced her in there, and
brought her down to this basement, and I don't know what, if they were like standing over her or what. I don't know if she was tied up and couldn't get away or whatnot, but I don't know. I want to know that, but I just know they forced her down there, and they it was Destiny Henderson and Patria Williams and Anthony Bryant, and they were standing over her apparently, and that's when Destiny fired her shot, and it jammed. So that that didn't go through at all. So then that's when whatchamacallit, Patria, that's when Patria and Anthony started shooting her, and he shot her 16 times. And yeah, and that's when they left, and that was it. And that's when I guess apparently they all started getting caught, brought into jail, and the tip that they said brought, you know, the whereabouts of where she was Patria. And so she told them where she was, and that's when they found her. And it's daytime when I get the call from Captain Lundy from EC Police. Mm-hmm. And he basically tells me to cancel my interview with Channel 5 and to come down to the station. And I just knew by his voice it wasn't good. Like, if she was found, they would have said that over the phone. Right. But no. So I called my mom up and told her we had to go down there. And I was like mad. I was like, I already know what it is. Like, I'm just like, prepare yourself. Like, we already know what it's gonna be. Like, he didn't sound too good. Right. And so we came down there, drove down there, and it's like a 40-minute ride from where we're at. So it's like that ride was, we just thinking like, bro, like,
you were anxious the whole time. You were on edge the whole time you were driving down there.
Yeah. And so we make it there, and our family's already out there, and it's police out there, and we go upstairs, and it's Captain Lundy standing up there. And so my mom was like, where's our baby? And he was just like just shook his head like that. And that's when it was horrible. Like, the people that was working there came out and was sad, like, and was crying, like, it was just sad. And that's when everybody just started like screaming and crying, and I was so angry. I was so mad. Like, I was just banging on everything, kicking everything. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, why? Like, just screaming and crying. And I'm calling my sister. I'm like, they killed her. Like, they killed her. For what? They killed her. She's dead. Like, and that's when we had to start speaking to like victims of crime people, and different other different people that was there. And yeah. And my mom was just in shock. She was just sitting there. She couldn't even drive home. And I was pregnant at the time, so I'm just going crazy. Like, I didn't want nobody to touch me. I didn't want nobody to say, hey, Aaliyah, no. I didn't want nobody to touch me. No, I just wanted to sit there and cry. And I don't know. I didn't know how to feel. I just know that I was angry. And it's like that feeling you get, like, there's nothing I can do now. Like, she's dead. Like, it's permanent now. Like, there's nothing I can do to erase that. Like, why would they do that? Like, you only get one chance in life. And it's like, you took my sister's life for what? It was for nothing. And this all happened in like 24 hours when she was took from my house. Yeah. So, like, give her no chances at all. Like, nothing. And so that's when we drove to my cousin's house, and we just stayed there for a few days because I didn't want to go back home because they knew where I stayed at and they had my keys. Like, they had my keys to my apartment, so I didn't want to go back there. So that's when we just stayed at my cousin's house and calmed down over there. Kind of couldn't really calm down because she was all over the news at that point.
Right.
And yeah, so we just took it from there.
I know they say that like twins can always feel when something is wrong with the other twin. Um, at any point, like before, and from the time period when you were looking for her, between the time period you actually found out that she was dead, did you at any point knew that she was gone before the police, before you got to the police station and they told you that she was deceased, or like did it come as a complete shock, or did you like already kind of have a feeling that you knew like a piece of you was gone? Because you know that shit's big.
I definitely knew something was wrong. Like I don't know. I know my sister like the back of my hand. Like, so there's nothing that could tell me like something was right. Like, no, I knew it was something wrong from the get go. And I'm sorry, I didn't hear your full question either, Kristen, because
No, it's okay.
my door just opened.
No, I was just saying, like, did you just know that she was deceased before the police told you that was like before the police told you she was?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Because I know twins, they say like you guys can always feel when something's wrong with the other one. So I was wondering, like, did you ever feel like there was anything? Did you feel like she was gone before it actually happened? So Nathaniel Pope, which is the one you were closest with at the time, has any of his family members or anything you tried to reach, or any, not even just Nathaniel. I'm sorry, let me talk about all of the guilty parties. That's the nicest way I can describe them right now. Did they at any point, did any of their family members try to reach out to you? I know that excuse me. I know that they people who are on their side. And before I continue with this, if you watch this video and you support them, please stop. Don't watch this video. Don't leave any comments. This is not meant to be negative. This is meant to talk about who Alishah Pointer really was and shed light on her story. So please don't leave any negative comments on this video or go in Aaliyah's DMs or my DMs or anything. It will not be tolerated. It's not appropriate. Don't cash check, you can't sign. So let me just leave it at that. But did any of their family members try to reach out to you guys, like expressing anything?
No. The only thing I saw was Hakeem's uncle on the news, like saying like, asking us not to retaliate and that they're sorry for like what happened and stuff like that. But that really was it. That was over the news, like, but no one ever actually like contacted us or nothing like at all.
Okay. And Aaliyah, you are Aaliyah. Who was I about to ask about? Portria, that is Jazz. I think that's how you say his name. If I'm not saying it right, forgive me. But that was his girlfriend, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hakeem was his uncle.
Yep.
Okay. And then okay, so I'm trying to like piece together why they would have a motive, I guess. So who Nathaniel and Amjaz are friends?
Yeah, they were supposedly brothers. But like close.
He has a funny way of showing that he cares about his quote unquote siblings.
Right.
But okay. And then Destiny, what was her relation to Amjaz?
That's crazy. You asked me. Destiny and Nate weren't even cool. They like months before all this happened. He just got jumped by her uncles. So funny how he's pairing up with her to do all this. But yeah, they weren't cool whatsoever. Yeah.
That's weird. So while I know like you were pregnant when this happened, did it affect your Well, he's a beautiful baby boy. If y'all haven't seen him, he's so cute. But did it affect like him at all? Did it affect? Because that's a lot. I mean, you just lost your twin sister, and you are about to give birth. Because I know your baby was born in January. She died in November, so this isn't that far apart. Um, did it like affect how just did it affect you? Like I know it affected you mentally, but did it affect your like physical health as well? Because you were pregnant. So were you concerned for like the baby at all while you were like going through it, trying to make sure you were okay?
Yeah, it definitely affected my physical. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I was fucked up mentally. I'm low key still am, but at that time, like, I didn't want to come out my room. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't even want to hold my son for real. I didn't want to spend time with my son. Like, I couldn't bond with my son at all at that time. Like, I tried to, but it was just hard to. Like, I was already in pain from the C-section.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I was angry with what happened. Like, I didn't have time to be happy for my son. Like, a baby is like happy, like a
Mm-hmm.
happy baby. Like, babies are just fun and happy go lucky. Like, and I couldn't do that. Like, it was hard, but like with my physical, like I didn't want to come out my room. I didn't really want to do nothing. I didn't want to get out the house. I didn't want to hold my son. I didn't want to do nothing at all. Like, I didn't go to work. I had to take a longer maternity leave, just because I wanted to try and bond more with my son. And but yeah, it did affect me a lot though, especially with bonding with my son. Like, um, but yeah, that's really about it. I didn't really lose any weight or anything. I did eat a lot though. Um, I did gain a lot of weight, and I don't know. I did get a habit of like spending money on things I really didn't need, like, but it's just like things to make me happy, like things to keep me distracted from, you know, hurting myself or my baby. Like, so that's really, I feel like the only thing that was different about me after all that happened. But other than that, that's really it.
I know that I follow you on Instagram. And I see all your posts about your sister, and I enjoy them because it helps me. Because now I can tell y'all apart. Now I know who is who. But like you said before, you could tell y'all are like twins, but you could tell like there's a difference. Like y'all features were different. I know that like I've seen you make posts about how, well, if I would have did this and I would have done that, do you at any point like feel guilt, like not guilty, like do you feel like if I would have done this the outcome would have been better? Like do you feel, or do you, I guess, blame yourself, not blame yourself, but like kind of hold some sort of like a little bit of blame, like if I would have done this wouldn't have happened?
Yeah, definitely I do. Like, I definitely do. Like, um, I feel like if maybe um I would have, I don't know, stepped outside like and did some crazy stuff, something, I would have got my sister back. Like, if I would have made some threats, I would have got my sister back. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like I failed her, like, for real, like, because I'm supposed to be the older twin, like, I'm supposed to protect her, like, and I just feel like I didn't do enough sometimes, like, but and a lot of people like to blame me and say like I'm the cause of my sister's death because I put their faces on Instagram. But I'm here to tell you now that I posted their faces after she was already dead, thinking she was still alive or still. So people were saying that, like, and that's not, like, I really let that get to my head too. Like, I was really scared to post their faces though. Like, maybe they might come after me or something, but or maybe they might hurt Tammy. But no, can find out like I posted that after they killed her. So it's like I know I didn't do like nothing to like, put my sister in danger, in more danger than she was. But I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like I didn't do enough, like, I don't know. or just sitting around just waiting, like, to hear back from, like, the police and stuff like that. Like, that that alone is just not that's not good enough for me, like, mm-mm, like,
Well, I can't take away the pain that you feel, and I wish I could because Aaliyah, honestly and truthfully, I have thought about you and your family every day since that happened. And I pray for you guys, and I really, really do hope that God just continues to bless you guys and just give you some sort of peace and serenity, to know that she's with him now and nobody can hurt her. Um, so, girl, okay. I just, I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I did not want to do this. I did not want to cry. I'm sorry, Lee. Like,
okay, don't cry.
oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm listening. Not that emotional, but y'all. Um, mm,
I know it made a lot of people emotional, like people I don't even know. Like, it's just hard to, see someone go through something like that, especially like someone innocent as her.
I
But
literally told myself, I was like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be fine. Okay.
I'm my best, like,
Huh?
I'm my best to cry, but
I know, and that's another thing. I'm like, if she don't cry, I can't. I don't need to cry either. If she can't cry, I guess. And here I go breaking down. Ugh. I wore pink just because I know that was her color, so I decided to wear pink for her. Pink is my favorite color too. So I think it was just yes, it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. Because I was gonna wear a gray shirt, and I'm like, I don't like this shirt. And I was like, you know what? She like pink, so we get on pink. Pink is my favorite color anyway. But
right.
whew, now that that's done, now that I'm done crying, I'm not gonna cry no more. Uh, I can't even think of the question I was about to ask. Did so planning her funeral, I know it was a lot of people there. Uh, did that give you some sort of like comfort and like happiness to know that she impacted so many people's lives that they came for her funeral?
That that was amazing to me. Like, I was so shocked. I just felt like I just wish, she had a lot of people, here for her before this happened. I just feel like this should never happen for all these people to, like, to, see who she was. But I mean, I'm grateful though. Like, I'm still grateful. Like, I'm still shocked. Like, and I'm just still so happy that she got so many people, like, to support her and that know, like, the truth. Like, and know that she didn't deserve that at all. Like, and I know, like, they waiting on a little trial day, and I'm waiting on that too. Like,
I am. I will definitely. Do you know when you don't know when the trial date is?
nope.
Yes, I am. I will definitely be following that trial because I want to see what's going to happen. I hope they get the maximum. I really think they should. Not even prison. I think I'm not trying to be any kind of way or like I said. If you support them, please don't watch this video because the next thing I'm about to say might stir up some things, but I have to say it. I really just feel like their families need to feel what you guys feel, and I think they need the death penalty. I think they need to even they're never going to feel what you guys are going to feel. They're never going to be able to understand the kind of hurt and pain that you guys went through, but y'all need to feel something. I'm not trying to like be any kind of way or be that type of person, but y'all need to feel something because y'all don't deserve to even be in prison living your life. Yes, you will be in a confined space but you still get to live. Like this her life is y'all took an innocent person's life away. She doesn't get the chance to see her nephew or to do different things or get married or travel or just a whole bunch of different things that you want to do. She just turned 21. Like, or I'm sorry, 22. She had just turned 22. So, you are just starting off life. like you're just starting life, and
Right.
that y'all killed her on her birthday, the same day that the Lord gave gave her to you, gave her to this world, the same day He took her away, um, which can sometimes be, which is very ironic. Unfortunately, that's like very unfortunate that your birthday is associated with her death now.
Right.
I know that. Oh, so um, actually, guys, Alicia, and her older sister Alicia, we all went to Good Shepherd Baptist Church. So we all grew up in the church together. So I know that you are a Christian. Um, did this situation kind of like alter your faith in God a little bit at all? Did you? I know you probably asked him a million times why, but did you feel like he failed you? Did you feel like he neglected you, or like he wasn't there for you? Or did you think like, people go through things and some people will curse God and not want to have anything to do with him? So at any point did you feel like I'm done? Yeah, I can't do this. I can't, some people feel like they can't believe in God anymore. Did you ever get to that point?
Yes, I did. I sure did. I just felt like if God is in control of everything, then how could He let something like this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know, like it did mess with my faith a lot, but um, I used to attend this like victims of crime, like I don't know what to call it, but it was like I don't know, retreat or whatnot in
Mm-hmm.
Pastel and stuff like that. And it was a lot of like Christians there and just reminding me like, you know, just continue to keep your faith. Like don't turn away from God because God is definitely all you need and still is gonna need like going forward, with healing and growing and forgiving. Um, but yeah, it did mess with my faith. And I try my best to not, you know, go for like it's your fault. Like, but I don't know. I just try to like remember like this is God's will. It's for something, something's for a reason. Like I'm just trusting God's will and how to move forward with, what happened. I'm just trusting it. Like even though it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna just continue to trust in Him and pray, pray over my family, um, pray that there's a good outcome. I believe there's gonna be a good outcome for my sister at the end, and just not turning away from God is my main thing. Like because without God, I know like I'm a totally different person. Like
Yeah.
I can go out and spaz out on somebody, go out and do something. I don't want to end up in jail. I don't want to lose my son. I don't want to lose my life. Like,
Right.
so I'm just trying to, do what the Lord intended me to do. Like,
Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for
yeah,
a reason.
yeah.
Uh, has anybody or you and your family, and you don't have to share this if you don't want to, but has anybody in your family, have you guys tried to like go to counseling or therapy, or you guys are just like, I'm not doing that?
We went to, we had like counselors come in the home,
Mm-hmm.
um, speak with us, but they're like on standby. Like,
Okay.
so, um, see a counselor every single day, but I only saw one counselor one time, and I spoke with one over the phone. But after that, like I don't know, I just kept, trying to read my Bible and pray, and not to rely like what a counselor's gonna say,
Right.
like in my healing process. Like I'm gonna just look at the word, remind myself of the word, and keep it pushing. Like
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
my,
For sure.
my mom, she does go to see somebody though. I don't know, but I know she sees somebody. But me, I don't really like to. I don't know. I'm an introvert. Like I don't really like talking to people, like bringing people like in my space and just talking in general sometimes. Like so, I might be a little nervous on here, but it's just I don't know. I'd rather just keep myself, keep my Bible close to me, and remind me of God's word, and keep it over my life. I don't know. A counselor is good, not they're not bad or nothing, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I just feel like can't nobody really truly understand me and what I'm going through,
right?
Like God does. So
right. For
I
sure.
don't really counselor every day, all day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the best counselor, which is the Lord. So, and that's like you said, that's the only one that can really heal you and, really understand what you're going through. Yeah, understand what you're going through. So, and reading a Bible and praying, sometimes that's all that people need is just reading a Bible and pray. So that's the best healing that you could do. Um, uh, when you guys were so back to the funeral, I loved how it was all pink, really girly. Really, I know that she liked pink, so I really like how it really spoke to, who she was, and just kind of remind like pink is just such a fun and light color. So like, it only made sense that that was her favorite color.
Right.
When you the day of the funeral, like, what did you do to mentally prepare yourself? Like, okay, this is the last time I'm about to see my sister, and unfortunately, it's gonna be in a box. What did you like do to like walk up there and see her and and that kind of just be it?
I don't know, just sticking close to my mom and my sister, because I already saw her at the viewing, so it's like that part already was hard. So
Hmm.
and it was hard, but I was prepared to see her again at the funeral. So, but I just kept my family close and just was, you know, talking to myself in my head, saying like, "It's okay, you okay, you okay," like, and just asking God for strength on the way. So,
Did she come and visit you in your dreams sometimes? Has she come and visit you recently, like at all, since she's departed from this life?
oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely. I see her every day in my dreams, like, and I be having weird dreams too. With her, and like, it's just, especially Alicia. She has like real like dreams that I don't know. They they are hard to like believe. Like it's like an actual dream. Like I feel like it might be like something that really needs to be shown to us or something like one dream Alicia had, it was with Tammy in this apartment that I'm in right now. And she was just sitting in a chair and Alicia's just watching her and she happened to get up. Tammy happened to get up and like calls her over to walk to the hallway with her. It's a hallway in here.
Hmm.
And basically it's on this wall in the hallway. It says like family is where the home is or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember I don't even pay attention to the little thing out there, but it says something about family. And basically she just circled around it, did a big circle. And in that circle was like, it looked like heaven. It looked like heaven. And she saw Tammy walk into that circle. And after that, that was it. She woke up after that. And it was, she told me it was a picture of all of in that circle too. And she walked into that circle and that was it. And in the circle it looked like heaven. And Alicia, when she woke up, she was crying and stuff. So she was telling me about that, telling me like I think that's her, telling us like she's in a good place. She's with the Lord. Like,
she's okay now.
Okay.
She's okay. Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Did you? What did you say?
You broke up.
Oh, yeah, you did. Wait, what did you say? Oh, can you hear me?
You broke up.
What is going on?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Oh, hello?
I said I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear
you. Okay. I'm like, can you hear me now? Okay. Do you find, does that bring you some sort of like comfort when she visits you in your dreams, like letting you know that she's okay?
Yep.
That's good. That's good. You think she visits your son sometimes in his? Did you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, it definitely does. Some dreams aren't good. Some dreams are kind of like, you know, with what happened. I don't even want to say it, but like, there's a lot of dreams that wake me up crying and stuff, and waking me up mad. I don't want to do nothing. Nothing. I don't want to do nothing at all. After one specific dream I had, I don't know. It's hard to like be a mom when I have certain dreams of Tammy, especially like with it be so vivid. Like I wake up crying. I wake up mad at everybody. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to. Sad to say, I don't want to be a mom. I don't want to be nothing. Like I don't. I just want to sit in my room and think about that dream. Like, but I just keep it pushing. Like I just know it's a dream. But them good dreams though, those dreams bring me real comfort. Like and just keep me going. Like yeah.
Do you think she visits your son sometimes?
I hope so. I think she does, because he just be looking at her like anywhere, like looking at her space anywhere. Just I just be wondering like, what are you looking at? Like might be trying to get his attention, but he just be staring. Like it could be a corner he's staring at. I'm just like, what is up there? Like there's nothing.
He definitely see his auntie. He definitely, gotta get time with his auntie. He definitely probably, they say babies can like, sense all of that. So she probably does visit him, even when you're around and you might not notice it. She probably does. And, it might not be, she might not say anything to you because it's just for him. She needs to spend time with just him. So she'll make sure, and that's a good way to make sure that she just stays in his life. And I know you're gonna make sure she stays in his life regardless, but that's a good way. And when he'll get older and you tell him about this and he'll see this video, he'll know that his auntie is always with him. He'll feel her. He'll feel her. He don't necessarily always have to see her, but he'll feel her. When my grandma passed away, I didn't necessarily she only visited me like one time after she died, but I always feel her. And like if I really want to see her, all I gotta do is just blink and I'll just see a little quick glimpse of her face and be cool. So I hope that works for you too. Just if you want to see your sister, just blink. All you gotta do is just blink and she'll be there. And they're always gonna come exactly. She'll always come when you need her. She'll always come when you need her. She won't ever fail you. She can do a lot more for you now that she's in God's loving arms than she can do for you on earth. So I now that we've we've talked about her death and what happened, I want to just take some time to just remember the good things about her. So if you could just share something funny about her between you guys or somebody else in the family, something to just lighten the mood a little bit, just celebrate her.
I remember one funny time, me and my baby daddy was going through it. He was my baby daddy at the time though, but she was at work and me and him was fighting, like just arguing and stuff. Wasn't like physically fighting, but he was texting. So when I get mad, I get real mad. Like, and he be making me mad as fuck. Like, so I was so upset that day, and I called Tammy. I called her up. I'm like, Tammy, this man just stole money from me. Like, he stole money that he gave me from me. Like, he took it back. It was my money. He knew I was gonna do something with it, and he took it back. So, mind you, I'm coming home to look for that money. So it's like, it's not there where I put it. Now I know. Now you took it. Now I'm pissed. Like, I'm about to call her up. And Tammy, she can be real tough. Like, she be scaring these niggas for real. She definitely bitched my baby daddy that day. And I called her. I'm like, bro, Tammy, like, I'm about to spaz on this man. Like, you need to come down here. Like, cause I'm really about to spaz. I'm about to lose my mind. And Tammy know how to calm me down and stuff. Like, and she was like, what's going on? I told her what's going on. And she basically clocks out while we on FaceTime and leaves work. She wasn't even supposed to leave, but she left. And because she know there'll be a lot of stuff going on over there at that time. Like, so she left. And it was they always leave their door unlocked for some reason. I don't know why, but they left it unlocked. And so it was easy access for Tammy to come in. So she opened the door while we in there, didn't even close the door. Like, she came straight downstairs and was like, bro, what is you doing? Like, and basically stood over top of him and was like, give me my sister money back. Like, and he was just sitting there looking stupid. And I'm just like, bro, you really gonna let my sister bitch you like that? Like,
right. It's the fact that she clocked out for work and she was supposed to leave. Yeah. Like, I know that's right. I know that's right.
About to smack him too. Like, and I was like, you better get up when she smack you. Like, she really gonna smack you. Like, and he was like, I wish she would. I wish she would. And my sister really smacked him. Like, and he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. I'm like, you's a bitch. Like, you definitely a bitch. That's when I knew, like, bro, my sister really be like bitching niggas for real. Like, my sister really gangster for real. Like, I'm telling you, like, niggas hate her for real. And that's one funny moment, but it's a lot of funny moments that me and my sister had with each other. Like, but that one right there, I'll never forget, because like, she really left work when she wasn't supposed to. And
yeah, yes, that's what's getting me. She clocked out heavy on the F this job. Bye. Period. You nowadays, jobs be doing people dirty, so you gotta do jobs how they do you. I know that's right. Yeah. Peace and blessings. I would have left too. Well, I don't have any more questions. So, is there anything else you would like to say about your sister, or yeah, your sister?
What do I say? I just want to say that I love my sister to death. There's nothing in this world that will ever make me, like, I don't know, how should I put it? It's just nothing in this world could make me think like how other people think of my sister. Like, everybody think like, she set people up and she just be out here, like, but no, like, I know my sister, like, I've been with my sister my whole life. I know my sister, and I know that she's not the type of person people think she is. Like, I just want to say that no matter what, Tammy, just know I'm always on go. I'm always on go. Like, if anybody say anything about these comments crazy, just know I'm on your ass. Just know that. Okay? I have a YouTube. I have all that. I can comment right back, and I will. People know, like, anything anybody say, like, I'm responding, like that. And it's just always gonna be that way. It's always been that way before she died. It's always gonna be that way now. Like, so I just want to say, the haters, they gonna hate. Like, they just mad because they people in jail. Like, and that's that. And I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I just know that I love my sister, and I'm gonna always just be on go for her no matter what. Like, I don't care. And I'm gonna get her justice.
For sure. She definitely is. I want to say thank you so much for doing this video. you are really strong because I would have been punching the air still. So I applaud. I'm serious. I applaud you.
Yeah.
Any strength that you had. I'm sorry I cried, girl. I was trying to keep it together, but it got me. But yeah, Aaliyah, I'm always praying for you and your family. You guys will never ever leave my thoughts or my prayers. You have a beautiful baby boy, so just keep loving on him, keep being a good mom. I know sometimes it might be hard. I know you might not think that you are a good mom because of what's going on. You might feel selfish because you want your sister back, or you just have a lot going on. I don't necessarily know everything that you're thinking. You don't have to tell me. It's just what like I've observed from your Instagram, and like I said, I just really hope that you can find some sort of peace and comfort. And I hope when the trial starts, you continue to remain strong and get answers to questions that you have. And I wish you and your family all the best. And I'm gonna keep praying for you guys. I won't stop praying because, like I said, this is a lot. And Aaliyah, I haven't stopped thinking about y'all since this happened. And even when she went missing, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they get her back. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. And God is in control. And He does things that our simple minds can't understand. So one day we will see Miss Alishah Pointer or Tammy. I feel like I can call her Tammy now. Can I call her Tammy now? I can call her Tammy now. We will see Miss Tammy one day. But like I said, I wish you all the best. And I'm gonna reiterate it again. Do not leave any negative comments under this video. Please do not go to Aaliyah's Instagram. Do not come to my Instagram. Do not go to anybody else's Instagram. Anybody in their family, do not leave any comments, please. And thank you. This is not that. So yeah, I wish you guys all of the best. I'm gonna keep praying for you. Hopefully trial starts pretty soon, so justice can be served quickly. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. There's not really much more I can say. I can't tell you. I've already told you I'm sorry. I've already told you I'm praying for you. Like, I'm not about to talk your ear off or talk you to death, because I know you heard all of this from everybody. So, and I know that can be a lot. That can be frustrating. Like, when you're going through stuff like this and people want to just keep hovering over you, and sometimes you just need your space. So, like I said, I'm here for you. If you need anything, if you want to talk, girl, if you need a laugh, I can give you one, girl. I got some stories to tell you, so I definitely give you a laugh or two if you need it. But I'm here for you. I'm gonna keep praying for you, and girl, you got my support over here. So me and my turtles, me and my turtle.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.